Hi, sustainable friends. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Sarah, and as every day, we're here in our concept store in Milan, Sustainable Friends. And we are doing our format Green Talk, where we want to raise awareness on various people that, like us, dedicate to sustainability. And today, we have a very, very special guest connected with us, Alex from Sustainability Illustrated. Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I am actually very, very excited because I've been following you for a while, and I know that our values are very interconnected, because also through this channel, we want to try to pass some notions of sustainability in a more simple way, which is the value of your channel. But before discussing Sustainability Illustrated, I am curious to know who is Alex beyond the project.
So my name is Alexandre Magnin. I'm originally from France. I have now been living in Canada for 18 years. And just to keep it very short, I have a bit of a funny career, if we couldn't call it that. I was trained as a civil engineer back in the day in France. I started an internet startup in 2000 during the internet bubble. And I shifted to sustainability in 2006. That's when I went to Sweden to do a master's program. And I moved to Canada the year after that. I did 5 years of sustainability advisory work with an international nonprofit called The Natural Step. The Natural Step Canada, in that case, because that was the Canadian office. And I shifted gear in 2012, and that's when I started. I wanted to do something a bit more creative, and I think at the time I was inspired by. They're less popular now, I think, but at the time they were quite popular by the RSA animate videos. Probably started the whiteboard style video. And also the Story of Stuff came out around the same time, and they were not exactly whiteboard videos, but they were still kind of a black and white, same style. I was thinking maybe I could use that to draw more and to post videos on things that I had seen during my work and my workshops with communities and businesses. I tried to put in video kind of the highlights of what I saw people were interested in the workshops and what worked for them. So that's how I started posting videos like that.
But it's a very particular way of talking about sustainability, because you could have chosen just to talk about it, but you decided to illustrate it. So I believe that there is a reason. Like, did you have a specific reaction in which you can say that the illustrated way of storytelling has more results maybe in the audience? What do you think?
I remembered something that I had learned before. I did a program called The Artist Way. And one of the things that it explains is that we all learn in different ways, visually, verbally, or audio, I should say. And the third one is kinesthetic, and that's something that we used in our workshop. It's we get people to move around, like to move their body around. So the third way doesn't work in the video, but at least the whiteboard style manages to combine the first two. Some people learn better in audio, some people learn better in visual, and having drawings instead of just someone's face for 6 or 7 minutes, I think I did think at the time would add something, and that was confirmed over the past 12 or 13 years. That's the feedback I get, not only from the videos on YouTube, but also from clients, because I do a lot of those videos on commission for companies, including very large companies. Like I did 3 for Amazon last year. And that's the feedback we get from employees, is that they find them a lot more engaging and they get better results, better understanding of the concept. So yeah, after more than a decade, I think I can say that it does work.
Yeah, definitely. And another question is, since sustainability is a very large, like an umbrella of topics, how do you choose what to illustrate in that moment? And do you ever get burnout or out of ideas?
So when I first started, like I said before, I I posted videos on all the subjects that I was talking about during my work and workshops and advisory work, especially, like I said, the things that people in person had a good reaction to. I thought instead of exposing 25 people in a room, if I had that on YouTube, it would speak to hundreds of thousands of people. So at first, I posted videos on just the things that made sense to me from my work. After a few years of that, I realized that there was something about the YouTube algorithm and keywords and how much keywords are searched by people. So I started being a little bit more strategic and posting videos that have very well, that would get a lot of visibility due to the keywords people are interested in. So that would be like carbon footprint, ecological footprint. Um, there would be climate, although I'm trying to stay away from that a little bit because it's so polarized. It's I find it. I posted a couple of videos on climate change, but I don't engage as much on this topic as I do on others. Circular economy is another one that is highly researched. So I started being a bit more strategic like that. I wouldn't say I don't run out of ideas because there's so many different things to talk about. Even on circular economy, I just did a video recently with WWF Sweden on circular economy that takes a totally different take on circular economy that actually was very interesting and that people are still discussing on social media because it's a different way of looking at it. So I think there are many ways to look at the same issue. When it comes to burnout, I wouldn't say I get burnt out, but I didn't post very much on YouTube in the past 2 years because I was very busy with the videos on commission. To be totally honest and transparent, this is how I make a living. It's with the videos on commission more than the videos on YouTube. So anyway, I had to prioritize doing the work that I was hired for. But yeah, that's more or less how I choose the topics. And I'm also trying to bring things that are different. Like biomimicry, for example, is a topic that is not as popular as circular economy, for instance, but I find it very interesting. So I'm trying to post. I have 2 videos on that. And the latest video I posted last week was totally different. It was on how Bitcoin mining can help have bringing more renewable energy into electric grids.
It's very interesting, actually. Yeah. So yeah, it's a mixture, I guess, of understanding what people are looking for and your own passions and what is trending in the moment in sustainability. So it's a bit difficult, I get to balance everything, but you've done a really really good job. And I wanted to ask you, what is one advice that you would like to give, like to your old self when you just started, and to everyone who's maybe just starting to communicate this theme. Also to us, again, we're a small channel. We're trying to get awareness on this topic. So I wanted to get your feedback.
Well, first, as a transition with what you were just saying about combining topics that people want to hear about and topics that I find interesting, there's a famous phrase by Henry Ford. I think he said back in the day when he started Ford that if you ask people what they want, they would just say faster horses. So there is a time when you have to do what you think is right and not only what people are asking for. So there is a trade-off here. That's a reflection for me. I would definitely say that to my old self. And actually, maybe to some extent, my old self was better at that because, like I said, at first I was posting only things that I thought was interesting and that people might be interested in. And then I got a little bit more into what YouTube is gonna show more of, which I don't regret because it's important to have the audience and the traffic anyway. And the other thing I would say to my old self is and that's, I guess, maybe that's controversial as well, but it's a reflection on a lot of people who work in environment and ecology and sustainability and all that nowadays. I feel like we could be a little more humble and not be so convinced that we have everything right, and be able to debate different topics, even the ones that are more controversial. And I see a lot of people in the field who don't even debate climate change, that just go, no, you don't debate it. It's just how it is. And if you don't believe in it, then you're crazy. And I think we should be able to debate everything.
Definitely, and thank you so much for this interview. It was very, very interesting to know all the background which there is behind all of your work. So thank you so much. And we want to invite all of the people who are listening and watching to go follow you. So let's remind people your channel, also your other social media, and your Patreon, because I know it's very important to also support you.
Sustainability Illustrated. I think it's youtube.com/learn sustainability is the handle, the short handle. The website is sustainabilityillustrated.com. I recommend actually browsing the videos on the website. It's a lot easier because on YouTube, the videos are a bit all over the place. It's not always easy to find what you want. There's a bunch of playlists on YouTube that people can find as well. AlexandreMagnin.com is my website that is more for the work on commission. It's more the agency, I guess. And the other place where I post on a regular basis is LinkedIn. And yeah, that's I'm on X as well, but it's enough channels already.
So thank you, Alex, so much. We invite again everyone who's watching to go follow you, and we see you, sustainable friends, at the next interview. Bye bye.